Hello, McFly. I'm live. Oh, bloody hell. Hello, McFly. I'm live. I think there's a bit of delay. Hey guys, I'll get there in a sec. Windows has bloody popped up this shit again. Let's cross this one off your list. Windows is continuously improving and updates are a normal part of keeping it running smoothly. The next update is ready for you, so tell us when you'd like to restart your device, install it. 3 options. Restart now. No, I'm gonna have to mute this thing. Restart now. I can't, because it locks my screen. Restart now. Pick a time. Remind me tomorrow. It's a bugger off button. Remind me tomorrow. No, I'm not going to switch to Linux. It's worse. There is, okay, now I can shut myself up. There we go. Right. And I'm back. Right. Sorry about that. All right. Morning, Whackman. It's always here. Sup, Willie? Congrats on the 100K. Thank you very much. Medi, not Medi Electro Boom Medi, but Medi Benor. Hello, Xray Man, Rory. Broccoli. It's not Brookley because there's no double O's. But there's no C either. Is it a silent K? Is it Bruley? Hello, hello. Elakami. Woof. Hey, Chris, he's on Facebook. From Tunisia is Medi. Nicholas? Then it's one on C. Chris Herrick, Rory, and did Amory? One update every 12 hours. Not really. It doesn't. But yeah, I get the joke. Hey, Omar. Install Gen 2. I've heard of Gen 2, but I don't know what it is. No, I'm not going to do Linux because... Oh, there's echo in the audio, in the voice. Am I out of sync? Holland. So, am I out of shouting electronics? Hey, South Africa. 15 minutes past midnight. Am I out of? Is my voice out of sync? Like dreadfully out of sync? Shouldn't be. But yeah, like these browser-based thingos. No echo. Oh, the echo, right. The echo must have been coming because I was playing my own speaker thing. And I couldn't shut it up because Windows locks that screen. You can't do anything else until you action that screen. You can't, like, actually, you know, click somewhere. Oh, I haven't tried to Alt-Tab. But, yeah, you've got to... It forces you to pick something. Anyway, yeah, people crap on, oh, just change to Linux. And then, like, I've got half the people out there saying, oh, just change to Linux, it's fantastic. And then I've got the other half of the true Linux people who use Linux but aren't Linux fanboys, and they say, yeah, it's just a constant battle. It's just, you know, like, no, it's not going to happen. Not going to happen. There is absolutely no advantage whatsoever to move into Linux. None. Zero. It's just a time sink. I've been using Windows for 20 years or whatever. I'm not going to freaking just switch to Linux because there's a couple of pop-ups on Windows. I mean, you know, it's just dumb. All of my apps are on Windows. Like no, piss off. Like, oh, the police. The police, speaking of which, why I'm late is not only the police, but also I didn't realise it was Saturday because my week was screwed up because we went at walkabout this week. So I had no idea of what day it was. And the kids have stopped school, so there's no, like, my anchor points to realise where I was in the week were like kids' school stuff, right? Because I've got to take them to school, I've got to pick them up on certain days, right? And that's my anchor. That's my mental anchor. And I don't have it. anymore. And plus we went away. So I'm laying in bed this morning and I thought it was Sunday. So I just I just went, I'm not getting up. So at 10 minutes to 9, it's lucky I didn't schedule it last night. I was too lazy last night. I was playing Halo actually last night. I was playing the new Halo Infinite. And I just went, screw it, I'll just go live in the morning, and I didn't schedule it. And yeah, so at 10 minutes to, so I wake up at 10 minutes to 9. Wake up at 10 minutes to 9, so if I'm still a bit groggy, that's why. 10 minutes to 9, rush out the door, and then the cops get me. It was a breath test thing. It was a breath test, a big, huge line for the breath testing. And I know why they did it. I realize why they did it is because I tweeted this yesterday, is that I saw huge, walking around the business park here, huge groups of people, you know, and some of the chicks look dressed up and stuff, you know, like, and I realized it dawned on me, all these people wondering, what are they walking around for? And it dawned on me that it was not only was it a Friday, but it's just before Christmas. You can tell I'm self-employed, right? It's a Friday, it's just before Christmas. And companies are shutting down for the year, so they're having their Christmas parties. So everyone's wandering off to their bloody Christmas parties, their company Christmas parties in large groups. That was I'm still burping my drink I downed very quickly this morning before I came. My morning smoothie. So yeah, and then yeah, I got stopped by the breath tester, and I didn't even make it to 6 count. Didn't even count to 10, please, sir. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boop, beep. You didn't even make it to 10, mate. Get out of here. Yep. Yes, who cares about the OS? The OS is just a means to an end. It's just dumb to fanboy over an OS. Yeah. Yeah, then I switch to Linux, then I end up running a VM. Well, it's just dumb. Yes, Sandal Candle. Yes, staying up late gaming. And the kids realized this morning because they know everything that happens on the Xbox. So they had discovered that I was playing Xbox last night. Yeah, this is my YouTube Christmas party, is it? Yeah. I used to have a Christmas party when I had employees. But, so, yeah, there you go. So that's why they were out. That's why the cops were out, getting everyone. Because they knew that last night was last night's not the full, what is it? No, it's only the 12th. But they know a lot of companies are shutting down. It'll happen this Friday as well. This Saturday morning. They'll be getting people. And it'll happen Friday, and if I was out on the roads last night, I would have realised, yeah, they're probably out Friday night as well. So, yeah, look, I have regard for open source philosophy. Yes, I do, but I'm not going to do it at the expense of, more effort on my part. I am not going to do it. I've been using Windows for 20 years. All my apps are Windows. It adds absolutely no value whatsoever. Maybe get a warm fuzzy because I'm using open source. Okay, big deal. But no, I'm not gonna do it. No, I didn't give up on fixing that camera. It's still here. It's still here in pieces. After the Lewis Rossman video, actually, he finally discovered that Sony have spare part. Oh. Don't overrule. No, look, I don't care. I don't care about the benefits. I don't care. There is no benefit for me on a daily basis for using Linux. None. the police are looking for and seriously, the hardcore Linux users who use it for specific reasons and who are not rabid fanboys, they tell me no, don't bother, just stick to Windows. It'll be you'll get no benefit from it whatsoever. I've got half the people saying that And I've got the other half of people who are just rabid fanboys going, oh, you're going to switch to Windows, Linux. Windows sucks. This is dumb. No. -10. I don't understand. I don't understand negative temperatures. I don't understand the physics behind that. So, where's my YouTube play? I haven't even looked. I will do so after the show. I will look. I do believe that there is an option somewhere. But what I'm going to do is I'll Google it. How to claim your YouTube silver button. Does my keyboard still work? To be eligible for the Creator Award, you'll need to meet the following guys. Pass a specific subscriber milestone goal when you reach 100,000 subscribers. How can I claim my YouTube awards? Go to live stream that's eligible for awards on the watch page. Click or tap rewards below the player. What? I've got to do it on a live stream? On the watch page, click or tap rewards below the player. On the watch page, click or tap rewards below the player. There is no rewards below the player. What does the other page say? Somebody has asked, do you get a plaque for 10,000 subs? They've got their 10,000 subs and they're desperate. The steps to getting a YouTube play button. How to claim your YouTube silver play button. Your channel is active. You haven't received a community guideline strike. You're in compliance. Got to be in compliance with the terms. You haven't been suspended. Your channel isn't terminated or linked to an account that's been terminated. You don't have content that is deceptive, spammy, or a scam. I talk about those things, but you know, your main content is original. Channels that focus on compilations, mixes, curations, or heavy use of someone else's copyrighted content may be ineligible. Oh, I didn't know that. You don't have to be a member of the YouTube Partner Program. Creator Awards are found personal. Maybe subject to disciplinary action. Forfeiture of the award. Send the goons around and they take back your silver award. Ineligibility for future awards. Possible termination if you're a naughty boy. If you're... Hang on, I'll whack it over here. I'll whack it over here. Here you go. How do I get my YouTube silver award? Oh, share. It doesn't remember my share screen. Is that too much to ask? I don't think it's too much to ask. Oh, hang on. Someone did a super chat. Sorry, I'll get to that in a minute. Heinrich. Again. Heinrich. So there you go. Blah, 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 blah. Silver. Still 100,000. Red diamond. Ooh, 100 million. I didn't know about red diamond. Any month now. Anyway, you're screwed if you're in any one of these countries. Tough titties. Greenland? Why Greenland? Greenland's not like a political hotspot. Like these other places are like political. Antarctica. I can understand. Like the other ones are like there's sort of political nature to them. Why Greenland? I don't know. How could I? Oh, check eligibility. I know how to say that word. Hang on, I'll go back just in case it puts up anything. That's check eligibility now. YouTube/workflow. Confirm the account associated with your channel. Is the correct one for the YouTube? Yes, because all my channels are under the same login. So, yeah. Understand the eligibility. Oh, I got 25% of my way through. 25% there. Yeah, continue. Yeah. Enter your channel's URL. Oh, okay. I got to get a channel URL. Let me Let me do it. I'm going to do it live. I'm going to do it now. I'm going to do it now. How do I get my channel URL? And not the, like, it's got to be the /channel thing. It's got to be the /channel. Oh, there it is. Got it. Yep. Copied in. That's EEVblog 2. Oh, no. Oh, bloody keyboard again. I'm going to buy a new one. Okay, I'm 37% of the way through. Woohoo! Yeah, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Under review. You're almost there. On reaching the subscriber. Yay! We're still reviewing your channel's eligibility. A review can take up to 10 days. So if you only recently try back here later, once the review is complete, we'll receive an email. Cool bananas. There you go. I might actually get my YouTube Silver Award. Oh, somebody's generous with their donations. Hang on. I don't believe I've got... I think I've got the stupid top chat thing on. Live chat. Mike, it took a few months to get his 100K, did it? Yeah, well, it took me 18 months last time. So, but that was way back in the day. Hang on. Where is my Christmas lights, if I have them? I got Christmas lights at home. I put them up. Put up the Christmas lights. I got them on timer. They start at 7 p.m. at night, turn off at midnight. And I don't have them, like, really bright, flashy. I've got the one that, you know, fade in, fade out kind of thing. We wrapped them in the trees and all that sort of shit. So we do have that. So... bloody StreamYard, it puts the top chats at the top. It puts the top chats at the top. I can read them. I can click on it. I can read it. Thank you very much, Dupe. But I can't overlay it. Why can't I bloody well overlay it? That is just dumb. I've actually got to scroll through the list of comments until I find it. Oh, is BigClive.com in the house? Is he? Not for you. Okay, a bit for 100K for a Christmas gift for the kids. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Dupe. Terwin. I'm sure it's a silent J. I've got to be right on that. Surely. Surely I'm right on the silent J. Big Clive in the house, everyone. Oh, sorry. bit late. Abdullah, is it? Sorry, mate. What's Big Clive been saying? It took about a year to get my silver button because they didn't know how to send the button to the Isle of Man. That doesn't surprise me. That doesn't surprise me. For those who don't know, I discovered a country. That was not on the Australia Post official system. It was not on their system. It was not in their e-parcel system. The country did not exist in their system. I think I was the first one ever to send a parcel to that kind of, you know, it's one of those, like the Isle of Man. It's one of those little, I can't remember what, but it's one of those little, like, island, you know, island sub-nation-y things, right? I don't, what's the correct term, Big Clive? For the Isle of Man. Is it, you know, is it like a, yeah, I think there's a specific term for it, but yeah, it's one of these like chain island nations or something. And yeah, and they did not have it on their system. And I called them up and everything and said, look, hey, I'm trying to send a bloody package to this country. And they went, no, every country's on the system. I went, no, it's not, check. And they checked and they went, oh, there's a country called that? Okay, we'll look into it. And like a day later or something, it was on their system. I was like the first person to ship there. I got viewers everywhere. Anyway, yeah, that was weird. Yep. So it doesn't surprise me. The Isle of Man. I've shipped the odd thing to the Isle of Man. Right, I've caught up. The correct term is racetrack? What? Crown dependency? Yeah, that sounds that sounds correct. Crown dependency. Yep. Oh, because it's part of the UK, it's crown, so only the Commonwealth countries would be called that. But yeah, crown dependency. Yep. Australia Post used to be good. They still are. I still ship locally with Australia Post. I don't ship big things with Australia Post. It's actually cheaper for me to use my courier account, DHL. Couriers, please. I tweeted this the other day. The worst courier company of all time. Couriers, please. Some people claim it's Fastway, but no, I'm claiming Couriers, please. Their average review rating is 1.3 out of 5. This is on like 3 or 4 different sites. It's awful. I've still got shit on, like, they've goofed up everything. I'm not really into PC games. I'm not into, like I said, Halo just came out. I haven't played Halo for years. Myself and my brother-in-law have determined that we used to play Halo a lot, and we have determined that we're gonna boot everyone out of the house for a day, and we're gonna play Halo Infinite. And surprisingly, there was no backlash. I think she realised I was going to do it anyway, and yep. Hi from the Czech Republic, Nikki. What? What is TT race? Am I missing something? I don't know what this is. I don't know why people are talking about races. A dependency. Yes, I think it's a dependency nation, but it could. I guess it depends on which nation you are. But yeah, there are. Yep, there are weirdo little countries in quote marks. Oh, what was I saying about Lewis and that camera? Oh, okay. Yeah, I got sidetracked. Yeah, the camera, the Sony camera. Once he suddenly realised service manuals are a thing. Sony still makes service manuals, and they sell spare parts. I might just, fixing all that ribbon cable and shit, I might just see if I can order a new ribbon cable. I might, because he, like, for $30 or something, he got a new ribbon assembly or something. I think I'd happily pay that and give it a go. Rather than try and dick around and fix it. And with the wires, it doesn't fit in there properly. And oh, PitneyBowers. Yeah, yep. Yes. I didn't know their rating was 0.7. That's impressive. Okay, that beats Courier, please. Yes, PitneyBowers. Anyone who's overseas and has had something shipped from eBay, it most likely goes via PitneyBowers. Yeah. Yep. They've got a deal with eBay. Yep, I order a lot of stuff, like from the US and things like that, off of eBay. It depends on the seller. You can get around it, but they will use this PitneyBowers company, and they'll repack it and reship it. And I've had an instrument that was repacked by PitneyBowers, and it was, I think it was my microscope. I think it was a microscope, and it was just tossed in the box with a couple of foam pellets. It was a fucking microscope. It was like, it wasn't that one. I think it was my older one. I think it was my older Olympus, which I sold. The low magnification one. This is before I got the Tagano. And yeah, and I think that was shipped by PitneyBowers, and they repacked it. I confirmed that they repacked it. And yeah, it was loose in a box with like just a handful of foam pellets just flapping in the breeze. Jesus. Thomas, Allied Couriers. Oh boy. Backlight turns on for a few seconds and then off. Any tips? That sounds like the power supply is hiccuping. The power supply is going in. Try checking the one of the low value caps. Typically there'll be a startup cap on the primary side of the switching transformer. That'll be like the startup cap, and if that's gone, then it will prevent startup, or it'll hiccup like this. So that would be my recommendation. is to be replacing, probably replace them, just simply replace them. All the cap, but just replace all the caps on the primary section. Or no, you probably don't have to do the high voltage DC ones. They're probably fine. So that wouldn't be a newfangled lead rubbish. That would be a CCFL backlight. But yeah, I'd say, yep, that's likely it. Not a guarantee, but, you know, greater than 50% odds. Have I received a mailbag from Brazil? Let me go look. I don't think so. Nope, sorry, nothing from Brazil. Oh, tourist trophy, is that what it is? What? Is that a thing? Is this like the race to who's been to like every country on Earth or whatever, you know? 170 countries or something? You know, some people have that thing they want to tick off that they've physically been to every country. And that's fine, you know. It's a decent hobby. Yes, time travel, John. Yep, it's the 11th here. And I was late because I got breath tested. I was like dry, you know, they flagged me in and I was going, I wonder if this is a breath test or if it's a COVID thing. I'm going to be I think I'm getting out my camera and filming this shit. Like, you know, but no, it was just a random breath test. Here, in 4 more days, there will be, apparently, if you believe them, again, because you couldn't believe them last time, that we will end our 2-tier society here. Our 2-tier society here will end, will almost, 99% end in 4 days. There will be no discrimination in society anymore. And good. It's, thank you, locked out, I guess. I found a HP frequency counter with Nixies, but I'm intimidated by repairing it turns on with random value. Reset works. Do you have any words of encouragement? There's no, they do work at high voltage, what, 90, 100 volts or something like that. So no touchy, but it's not like high energy stuff. So I wouldn't be concerned about the working with high voltage Nixies. High frequency Nixies, high voltage Hixies. I wouldn't be concerned with that at all. You know, just don't touch. The thing, when I'm working on high voltage stuff, you've probably seen me do it. I will get like a, where did my containers go? Oh, they're gone. No, they're not. I will, like, if I'm working on a mains power supply, I will get garlic. I will get a protective thing, and I'll put this over the mains power supply just in case I don't accidentally brush it. And that makes me, and because I'm scared shitless of high voltage stuff, right? I hate it. I'm a low voltage guy. And yeah, so I put this over the main section just in case I don't accidentally brush anything. And that makes me feel mentally a whole lot bigger. You know, I don't have to be in this heightened mental state that I'm working on live main stuff. So yeah, I would just, you know, before you power it up, put a whole bunch of tape maybe over the parts, and yeah. So don't be intimidated by repairing that sort of stuff. I'd be more concerned with the main section than I would with the 100 volt Nixie driver. So yeah, have fun. Rassembot, yet again, every week. Have I told you, Rassembot? No more. Do you think fuel cell cars can replace battery cars in the future? Flying taxis where battery capacity is insufficient can influence. We're not going to get flying cars. We're not going to get flying cars. Will not be a thing. I'm saying that right now. There will not be a thing. Well, there'll be a niche thing. There'll be a niche thing. A few people might use them for niche-y reasons, but they will not be a thing. Fuel cells. I don't know enough about them. I don't think so. I don't think so. The electric revolution has already happened, and it won't be stopped. Oh yes, Sandal Candle, yes. Look at the ask on the EEVblog forum thing. Yep. But I think he's talking about like the high voltage aspect, because he says he's intimidated working on it. So I assume that's because the NICs is a high voltage. I don't assume it's because it's just it's a logic problem, which it is. The good thing about frequency counters is that they're all just digital logic. Like, you can they shouldn't be that hard to track down. Well, could. Murphy will get you, bite you on the ass. But yeah. When is my next mailbag? I don't know. I was kind of the kids had the kids over in the lab yesterday. I was going to maybe shoot one with the kids, although a lot of people said they want to see Mrs. EEVblog back doing a mailbag. Who wants to see me, the kids, or Mrs. EEVblog open the thing? Snap poll. Leave in the comments. Should I do the next mailbag? Should the kids do the next mailbag? Or should it be Mrs. EEVblog? Just open them. Just open them on camera, and then I'll do my usual hands behind the camera. Me and the kids. Me, says Mike. Mrs. EEVblog. Virtual hug, thank you, Planet Cypher. Bloody ankle biters. I assume someone's not a fan. Mrs. EEVblog. Mrs. EEVblog. I've mentioned it to her. She's not against it. She's done it once before. Christmas family mailbag. Get all of them. Just open them, but would prefer kids. Both. Kids for the win. The whole family. The whole family. The whole family's not a bad idea. It's actually rather... Well, see, the thing is, I probably can't just get Mrs. EEVblog, because that means we have to dump the kids somewhere, right? Because we can't have the kids here running around the lab and then us and then her shooting the mailbag. It's not going to happen. Get Mrs. EEVblog to do a teardown or something. That reminds me of... what was that singer? What was that female singer? She's got like one name, and she did like a TV teardown. She's one of those, obscure arty singers. Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. Yeah. Get it to do a teardown. That'll be funny. Yeah. This looks like a little city, and the that'd be pretty funny. I agree. Kylie mailbag. Well, my wife kind of does look like Kylie. She's the same size and shape. Whole family might be a bit of a distraction. I probably think so. Yeah. All around the Christmas tree, opening one each. Oh, that's interesting. Bjork, that's it. Yeah, if I'm actually pronouncing that properly. Yeah, Bork. I think it's Bjork. That's how I've heard it pronounced. Yeah, old TV. Yeah, it was great. It was great. My wife calls op amps cockroaches. Right. Linus had his wife assemble a computer. Does she know anything about computers? Probably not. Most engine snap pole for those. Put this. Thank you, Heinrich. Put the stuff under the tree and open together. That's probably not a bad idea. That's probably not a bad idea. I could take the stuff home, set up the camera in front of the Christmas tree at home. Christmas, okay. What does everyone think about? Yay or nay? Yay or nay for the next mailbag? I take all the stuff home. I get the family around the Christmas tree, and we open stuff. Yay or nay? It's a snap poll. Yay, says Dupe. Yay, 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 yay. No one's saying no yet. Can't hurt. Nay, a nay from Christopher. The Grinch who stole Christmas mailbag. Joshua's electronics repair and upcycling. Have you got a channel? Yay, everyone's yay. Okay, yeah, great idea. Yep, great idea. Just keep it simple, and then like I won't do it at home. Like I'll bring all the stuff, but it'll just be open in the package. Like, you know, we'll just open them. And it'd suck if like there's nothing good in there. You know, like that's the problem with mail. I haven't got many. I've only got like 5. Yeah. All right. Cool. Thank you for the snap poll. No, I'm pretty sure Mrs. EEVblog would be okay with that. What's the oldest item I have in the lab today? Well, I still got my original multimeter here, my Tandy, Radio Shack. Everything here was branded Tandy, except the multimeters. They were always Radio Shack. Everything else was rebranded Tandy here. And, but no, the multimeters stay Radio Shack. So Radio Shack analog meter, 18 range jobby. I still have that. That wouldn't be the oldest thing. The oldest thing would be a chip. One, like, you know, I could like go get, actually, I was going to make this the live video today. I was going to do this live of me sorting components because I've gone on a sorting rampage at the moment, and I'm sorting all those tins that I got. So, oh bloody hell! I've got to try and read dates now. Yeah, no, these aren't my. I'm sorry for those that haven't seen it. I'm searching my old some of these chips would date from the 70s. So I'm going to say the oldest thing here in the lab at the moment would probably be a chip from the 70s. That's got no date code. That looks old. No, these aren't. I don't think these are my desolder, because I used to desolder parts when I was a kid, and there's probably still some desolder parts on here. I was really pissed off because as part of the 555 timer contest 10 years ago, which is now a thing again, Dave is the oldest thing. No. Oh, maybe. Yeah, maybe. Yes, me. Yes, actually, probably. Yeah, no. Okay, no, they're not in this lot. It'd be somewhere else. But yeah, I blew up like I think it was a 1976 555 timer. I'm really pissed off at that. Yeah, I'll probably enter the contest. I might work on that today, actually. But I do want to go downstairs to the dungeon and finish sorting my tins. All those tins of screws. I'm going to do a video on that, so I'll probably finish that video today. I've sorted like 80% of them, I think. Oh, no, maybe not 80. But, yeah. So I think I can get that done. See you, False Hope. If you one day get my package, you rate it 1 out of 10. Rate it 1 to 10 or 1 out of 10. I am curious of what your business is besides making YouTube videos. No, this is pretty much it. This has been my full-time business for 10 years. Although I do pack and ship as well. I've got the selling meters and stuff. All the overseas sales have dried up. I don't know what's happened. I think I'm going to have a sale. So hang out if you're looking to buy a meter. Hang out. I'll probably release go sign up for my newsletter. I'll probably release a newsletter code thing, and then I can ship it just before Christmas. Yep, there's time to receive it before Christmas. It goes via a real courier, DHL. Any progress on the Xray license? I tried, but the website, it says go into this e-portal thing. Go into this e-portal thing, and you can apply for the license there. So I create an account on the e-portal. I go in, and there's only 4 options, and none of them are create a radiation user's license. You have to have a user's license. There's these other licenses. There's 4 options, and the user license is not one of them. It is not there. I can't do it. I can't do it. Anyway, I will speak to Mrs. EEVblog, who knows all about this sort of stuff. So, yeah. So I've got it. Yeah, I was there, like I was doing it. I was trying to do it, and it just wouldn't let me. It would not let me. And I spent a significant amount of time trying to bloody figure it out, and the option's just not there. Couch feet, yes. I will be doing a couch feet video today after this. There will be, I might do it as a 1 minute short maybe, although that doesn't work because the form factors, the aspect ratios are all wrong. Involving couch feet. I'll do a 1 minute video involving couch feet. No, I won't be too busy watching the test match. I am probably going... Best way to store SMDs since they don't have markings or not much or ones. I'll tell you the best way to store SMDs. Best way to store SMDs is to go to the EEVblog store and buy my Microsleeves. Buy my Microsleeves. They're the best way to store your SMD parts. I'll have to get them out. Here we go. Your tape slides in there like that, and these are SMD. These are static shielding bags, and they come in 2 types. When you order them from the EEVblog store, they come in a larger width like that. They come in a lot, so you can write the part numbers on there, and you can slide all your parts in. There's a little arrow. Slide your parts in. And they've got a binder. You can put them in any worldwide universal binder, or they come in a so you get the 2 different sizes. You actually get 20 of them. When you buy the Microsleeves, you get 20 of these sleeves, and you can put all your parts in there. You can put all your tape parts. So they come in different widths. There's the larger ones just to put like larger width tapes in there, and the other one. So yes, the Microsleeves. I sell these on my store. You can't buy them anywhere else. They're unique. They're unique. I don't think I've ever done a video on them. Anyway, you can buy them on my store. I got tons of them. I've been selling them for donkey's years. I've been selling them for like 5 years. The Microsleeve. That is the best way to store SMD parts. So yeah, I'm on a bit of a sorting rampage at the moment. So I'm probably going to get all my parts, which are, I've got tubs under here. I've got tubs under there. Well, yeah, that's plug packs. But yeah, there's many tubs right up the back under there. And they're all my project boxes. So they're all different projects I've worked on. And when I'm working on a project, I put all my parts in the one box. So I have all the parts for that project in the one tub. So I don't have to go, you know, somewhere else in the lab to try and find them, to hunt around for the parts. But most of those projects are dead, right? So I'm now going to distribute the components into my sorted collection. So I'm going to do that. They don't fit in the Swedish binders. What? Are you Aussies not tempted to move Christmas to June 25th? Baby Jesus could get sunburnt with the current setup. Who cares about baby Jesus? Go to the beach on Christmas Day. That's what we do here, Maddie. Oh, Farnell's also sell SMD binder sleeves, do they? Are they similar? Are they a competing product to the Microsleeve? Really? Have they ripped off? Have you got a link, Mike? Have you got a link to the Farnell, please? Send me a link. Like, can people post links in this? Is it going to work, or does it hide links? Free set of steak knives. No, I don't use any database or anything, spreadsheet to manage my parts. No, I'm not that anal. Yeah, anyway, so once I've sorted it all out and I've tidied it up a bit, I did some yesterday. I'm going to do again today. I'm going to finish the tin collection as well. I'm going to do a video on that, and I might do a video on how I'm storing parts here. It's not that exciting. I just have a rotating cabinet. I've got to do more labeling. I've got to get the label machine out and go crazy. Yep. So I'm on a parts sorting frenzy at the moment. Would I please do a program, you mean video, on PCB antenna to PCB antennas? Is that what you're talking about? I don't know, because then you've got to like test the performance of it and stuff, you know. Like, I could do one, but then, you know, it's kind of a bit meh if you don't actually then test the performance of it, and that's a lot of effort. Any comments about on the brouhaha about Keysight shafting non-business customers? That's been on the forum for years, VBE. That's like, it's only in one country. I think it's only one. Is it just in Europe, or is it just in the UK or something? It's just like, it's not a thing anywhere else. Keysight had no choice. The government, I believe, it's not that they want to do it. I believe that the Keysight lawyers have said, we have to do this. It's a government requirement for some stupid reason. So I don't think it's Keysight's fault. Although, well, actually, I won't go that far. Maybe, I'm sure they could if they wanted to, but yeah, like, the lawyers are driving it. It's just like, I don't think they're deliberately trying to shaft hobbyists, because that's like, they don't do that elsewhere in the world. No, I've seen it. I've seen it advertised on various YouTube channels because they do baked-in ads. The Kiwi Co thing. No, I thought about it. Does anyone else have the Kiwi Co kits? That I think Derek from Veritasium's been flogging them, hasn't he, for his kids or whatever? I think they sponsor his videos. No, I don't. I've thought about it. I've sort of forgotten about it now, but at one point I was going to check it and see. Thanks, Mike. Yeah, I'd love to know if there's a competitor to the Microsleeve. There wasn't 5 years ago when I did it. There was nothing out there. Wouldn't surprise me if there's something now, but... Oh, really? Adafruit? Surface mount storage book. Surface mount storage book, Adafruit. Oh, come on, keyboard! Oh, it's now turned the surface mount into fruit. Surface mount. Adafruit surface mount storage book. SMD storage book, 20 pages, $10 at Adafruit. That's cheap. Oh, that's, no. See, no, these are the cheap Chinese shit that you can get, right, that come with, no. Not the same thing. I've got, it's these. I'll show you. They're basically just selling these, right? And you can buy them fully populated from AliExpress, right? There it is. You can buy them fully populated. This will cost you about $10, fully populated with all the parts. Well, maybe more than 10, maybe $15 or something, right? For the same price as what Adafruit is selling the blank book for, you can get the entire populated. This has bipolar transistors and diodes in it. I've labeled that. This is my labeling yesterday. Yeah. So yeah, these are bipolar transistors and stuff. But these are not static. These are not static shielding. Whereas the mine, right? My ones, my Microsleeves are designed that not only are they proper static shielding ones, they've got a universal binder thing, so put them in your own binder in your own country. But they suit bigger tapes, and you've got larger ones to suit larger tapes and stuff. I still don't think there's any competition for the Microsleeve. And so the whole idea of these is that, you've bought all your tape over the years. You bought all these, loose tapes, from Mouser and DigiKey and whatnot, right? And you've got all these loose tape parts, and you want somewhere to put them. I reckon the Microsleeve's the best way to do that. I reckon, you can buy these, but they're not like, fine if you want to store like little. SMD, like a surface mount resistors and stuff like that. Fine. Yep. But Farnell part number. I can't copy that. How do I can't. I'm trying to. MC insert chip kit. Come on. Element 14. Spinning its wheels. Oh, for goodness sake. Element 14. Come on. MC insert. Oh, come on. MC insert chip kit. Nah, same thing. I think it's the same thing, isn't it? Oh, no, it's different. Oh, okay. Right, I'm looking at it now. See, insert chip kit. It's a Multicomp. If for those who don't know, when they have the manufacturer as Multicomp, it basically means it's no name. It is one hung low. Multicomp is their name for, it stands for multi-component, it could be from anyone. It basically means there is no manufacturer brand. So that's what I don't know what Multicomp Pro is. I haven't heard of Multicomp Pro, but Multicomp is Element 14, Farnell's way of saying, yeah, this is like a just a no-name. It's like their own in-house brand, which they get from anyone. Okay, so there, they don't look like static shielding, static. To see, they might be. I don't know. It's hard to tell. Let's call up the data sheet. Okay. Okay, that looks like it's got a static shielding back in, is it? Okay, this is the nearest thing to the Microsleeve I've ever seen. Okay, and they've got a couple of wide ones at the bottom. That's not too bad. I don't know what the top is. Is that like a little shorty job? Is that for like a label or something like that? Still, I still think they're not as nice as the Microsleeve. Album description. Album for registers. What does that mean? Yeah, I did. Anyway, right. Album for resistors. Okay, right. Right, so they do make it. Okay, that's the nearest competitor I've ever seen for the Microsleeve. But yeah, I reckon my one's better. I don't think they're any cheaper than mine. Mine's is that each? Is that each? $22 each? Hang on. Mine blows it out of water by an order of magnitude on price. If that's the case, do you only get number of items in kit? 5. Okay, so you get 5 of them. Okay, you get 5 of them for $22. So we're in Aussie bucks. Okay. You get 5 of them for $22. I give you 20. I give you 20 of them in 2 different sizes for $25 Australian, delivered. No contest. No contest. The Microsleeve wins out. Yep. So it looks like you get 5 of them. Okay. Yep. I give you 20. Here's the pack that you get, and you get 20 of them. Ta-da! Like this. And you even get ring things as well. See, the problem with these is that, the problem with this, let me tell you something for nothing. The problem with this is, see how the punch holes for the ring binders, okay, they've got no reinforcement on them. Whereas mine, see, I've thought of everything. Mine come with reinforcement strips. I have to put them in the package separately. Mine come with vinyl reinforcement adhesive strips. So you put them down the side, and then the weight of all the components doesn't, trust me, once you get the components in there, they actually weigh quite a lot. And when the binder, and when the binder's up like this, all that shear, is it, I don't know, shear weight or whatever, yeah, it rips through that, material. So trust me, they are going to be crap. They are going to be crap at holding any weight at all. So yep, the Microsleeve wins. No contest. Where's my video and announcing the huge new lab and test equipment? Well, here I am down in the dark dungeon that's 30 square meters. I'm expanding. Yep. I've got to catch up to the chat. Not ESD, people are saying. Hang on, I've got to catch up. What about... Not static shielding, says Sandal Candle. Yeah, they're not. They look like they're shielding back in, but not on the front. I don't know. Yeah, but mine are specific. We went to a lot of trouble to actually design those and have them custom manufactured. Yes, I know, Mike, that you don't technically need ESD protection for part storage. They come in the conductive tape. I know, but it's good warm fuzzy, isn't it? If that's the case, why do they ship ESD reels of components in ESD shielding bags? You know, it's like, yeah, I know, but it's a warm fuzzy, right? It's a warm fuzzy. You think the Farnell one predates mine, really? Oh, okay. When we did it, back 5 years ago or something at least, we couldn't find anything out there. So, nah, sorry Sasquatch, I don't think I'm going to price in a custom VFD. That's too specific. I've done one on doing a custom LCD. I've done one video on doing custom heatsink. I've done videos on PCBs, of course. Front panels made out of PCBs and other stuff. I've done all of those videos. VFD is very specific. Hardly anyone uses a vacuum fluorescent display, so I don't think there's much call for that. Shear strength, I was right, was I? I'm so not up on my mechanical engineering lingo. I forget all that stuff. Yeah, I know, the reels shipped in the ESD bags are probably more moisture, yep, than anything. But the fact is, they do put them in the shielding bags, right? And it's like, and trust me, if you're in a serious if you've ever worked in a serious ESD environment, these things would not be allowed. These would not be allowed in a proper ESD, a lab that takes ESD seriously. These would not be allowed. Whereas my microsleeves in an ESD, you can get an ESD binder. You can get like ESD safe binders. So my microsleeves in ESD safe binders are the only thing that would be allowed in a proper ESD environment. And a lot of companies take this seriously. I've worked in companies where it was a sackable offense, instant. Doesn't matter who you were, an instant sackable offense if you went inside the ESD controlled room without your lab coat, without testing your ESD strap, and signing in. Right? That's how serious they were. It was an instant sackable offense if you did that. Doesn't matter how far up the chain you were. So yeah, a lot of people take it deadly seriously, and that's what it's designed for. Yep. So anyway, I reckon nothing beats the Microsleeve. Whether or not you think you need it, that's fine. Go and buy the Adafruit or the Farnell ones. Go for it. Yep. Have any companies bought the Microsleeves that I know of? Yeah. Yeah, companies buy. Like, I've had people buy like 20 packs. Yeah. Yep. Yes. Yes, they do. They fit out their entire, company with them. Fine, if you just got your surface mount resistors, don't buy the Microsleeve. That's not what they're for. That's not what they're for. They're for storing your cut tape of active components, and if you're serious about it, I made them full ESD because A, I can, B, it gives you the warm fuzzies, and C, it's a requirement for a lot of companies to do that. Actually, at the time, I think at the time we designed, there might have been something out there. I don't know if it's the Farnell one. There might have been something out there, but there was no ones that were full ESD shielding. So we found a company that was willing to design jigs and they had to design like custom jigs and stuff to actually design to make this out of 100% ESD shielding material. And yeah. Yeah, exactly, John. That's the thing. Like here in my lab, I don't take ESD seriously either, right? But if I was going to design a product, I designed it properly, right? I designed it with 100% for those people who need it. That's what it's for. And it didn't cost me any more. Ultimately, in the end, it didn't cost me any more to go that way. So why anyone would argue, oh, you don't need it, is totally beside the point. Totally beside the point. The fact that it is and it's available. So yeah. Yep. Wireless ESD straps. Done a video on that. That's hilarious. And I can't believe who was it? Who was the company that was using the wireless LCSC? LCSC published they're like the Chinese equivalent to you know, Elsa and DigiKey, right? LCSC, and they're getting really good, like, you know, really big and really good. But they posted some publicity photos where they were using wireless ESD straps. So I contacted them. I took them to task, gave them a link to my ESD wireless wrist strap busted video, and they went, "Oh shit, sorry." To their credit, to LCSC's credit, they actually admitted that they were wrong. Wireless ESD straps don't work, and they're going to stop using them. Yep. No, I'm not streaming through the ATEM Mini. No, I'm only the audio's coming through there. The only thing coming through here at the moment, the only thing coming through all this magic is black magic. Get it? I'm here all week. The only thing coming through all this black magic is the audio. The audio that you hear is my Rode mic. You can't see it. It's hidden behind there. But I've got a Rode Shoddy mic. That's the only thing coming through the ATEM. The camera is just a USB webcam. Just because if I use my regular camera that I've got hooked up to my ATEM, then I'm looking at the camera. So I will have to look away like this to the screen. So I think it's, you know, I think it's rude and silly if the camera's over here pointing at me and then my screen, which I've got to read the comments on, is over here. So it just doesn't work. Heinrich, I didn't miss your last super chats. Please, Heinrich, you do it every week. Please stop super chatting. Searching Google. Thank you. Please stop sending me money. You do it every week. SMD IC mount capacitor storage box. Is it what? Oh, is that a search term you're talking about? Oh, hide current comment. The 01 watt is pretty good, Mike. What 01 thing are you talking about? Have they suddenly gotten good? 01? Can I talk about recovery SMD components? Well, you know, I've talked about recycling boards before and stuff like that from dumpster items and throwaway stuff. Yeah, I mean, I've done a video essentially saying that, and but yeah, like, you know, do a video actually removing SMD parts, getting a bit extreme. Excellent, George. Good to hear. Hope it goes well. Hope you enjoy it. Excellent. Never experienced strict until you've worked in class 10 fabs. Yeah, it was a pain in the ass in labs I've worked in. Yeah, it was a pain in the ass enough. But we had boards in there worth literally hundreds of thousands of dollars. Not only that, if you destroyed the board, right, these boards were often one-off, right? They were one-off things to, like, on government contracts worth tens of millions of dollars, right? So if that board blew up, if that, you know, like if you stuffed up that board, it would ruin a multi-tens of millions of dollar contract, because then, you know, took so long to build them, test them, construct them, and everything else. And we often only had one of them because it was like a demo or something. And it's like, yeah, if we screwed that up, like, yeah. It isn't just the cost of the board. It's not just physically the cost of the board. It's the cost of the contract. And having to go to the customer and saying, sorry, we can't do the demo next month because we just blew up our board, you know. Send a super chat and they blocked your credit card for suspicious activity. I don't know, you're looking pretty dodgy there, Ulf. Unbelievable. Yeah, I've had my business credit card locked, you know, because, oh, you bought something from the US. Like, we thought, you know, like I bought, you know, an item for, you know, $1,000 or something from the US, and a couple of grand. And they locked down my business credit card. And they're going, oh, we're doing it for your protection. Because, you know, like, it's a business credit card. Of course I'm doing overseas business transactions. Don't lock my freaking credit card, please. And, yeah, it's really annoying. It's like, yeah, businesses buy from overseas. Shock horror, you know. Unbelievable. It's so dumb. Do I think car mechanics will eventually need to get electrical engineering degrees now that cars are going in a similar direction as mobile phones? No, because it'll all be modular. It's all going to be modular based. No, I don't. You know, yeah, you need to learn a few things, but, like, nothing serious. It's not like they're going to be doing PCB repairs and stuff. They're just going to swap modules. And the car companies actually design their cars so that everything spits out error codes, you know, and stuff. So all they need to know is how to hook it up to the error code machine and stuff. And, you know, oops, it's this error code. Okay, it's this module here. Boom. Yeah, I've had that happen too, Mike. I've had that, like in the same day. We went, oh, they flagged it and locked my account because there were like five overseas transactions in one day. Yeah, yep, it's happened to me too. Bloody annoying. But you can get the bank to, if you pester them enough, they will actually put not a lock on your account, but an anti-lock on your account. So it's not, in theory, it's not possible to do that anymore. And you have to sign a thing saying, I waiver protection, you know, I waiver the automated protection thing and whatever. It's like, yep, please. Rossman, Tesla Repair Centers. Yes, I'm getting on well with the Zappy. I do like the Zappy. More to the point, Mrs. EEVblog likes the Zappy. Yep. She's going to brag. She's going to brag about the Zappy. She's going to take a photo and she's going to post it at work. They've got like this this, you know, EV group or whatever, and she's going to brag about, oh, we've got a Zappy. Yeah. Oh, what's the time? 10:30. All right. I shouldn't go for like 3 hours today, or like 2.5 hours or whatever. See you, Dupe. Thanks, mate. I will buy the present for the kids. You need a computer science degree to be a farmer and repair your own John Deere tractor. That's so bad, John Deere. Man, it's almost a meme now. Any thoughts on why semiconductor manufacturing has become so consolidated, especially with the shortage currently? Are smaller fabs really uncompetitive? It's just the nature of big business, and bigger companies want to gobble up smaller companies because they want to appease their shareholders that they're doing stuff, you know, by gobbling up smaller companies, you know. So it's not just the semiconductor industry. It happens everywhere, unfortunately. It's just an unfortunate side effect of the way big business operates, unfortunately. Yes, ask the bank for a white list. They will know what you mean. Yes, can I? But I want like a blanket white list, you know. Oh yeah, the battery banks are a different thing. The battery banks are they're not modular. No more Peter Popoff. Yeah, no, I stopped getting Peter Popoff stuff. Or has he died? Hopefully. Yeah, it could be done automatically based on past history. Yeah, I've said that to them when I've talked to them. I said, look, can't you see that I've like been buying from this same company for years? Like, you know, with a similar size transaction and all that sort of stuff. It used to happen. Oh God, thankfully it doesn't happen anymore. It used to happen with Currency Fair. Currency Fair is their name. They're a like a third-party currency exchange thing, right? They're a currency exchange thing. I did kind of like it. I liked the way it worked. It was all online currency exchange because I buy all my meters and I have to convert Aussie dollars into US dollars, and that was much cheaper than the banks to use Currency Fair, right? And then they got, like, I was using them successfully for years, and then every time I would do an order for my multimeters, which is pretty frequent, right? Anytime I do any overseas order whatsoever, I think over a threshold, like it was over $5,000 or something, and all my orders are over $5,000, right? Except for my fuses. My fuses don't cost $5,000 for a batch, but everything else does, well over that. And so I'd get flagged every single time, and every single time they would want me to prove that, like, do a form and say what the goods are for. You know, I'm not a terrorist and all this sort of bullshit. And it's none of that US regulation. This has nothing to do with the US, right? And like where the funds are coming from, where the freaking funds are coming from, right? Every single time. They want to know the source of my funds, who it's going to, why. And it's like every time every time I did it, I would send a nasty response to them, piss off, piss off, piss off, piss off, every single time. And yeah, it was going, and like, I asked them, why? Look, you can see, can't I be certified that I deal with these same, like, half a dozen suppliers every time? Can't I just do it once? And then I don't have to prove the thing. And the source of my funds. I'm a fucking business. Where do you think I get my money from? Freaking drug dealers? I mean, Jesus. Every single time. So I eventually gave them the flick. I still have an account with them. I occasionally use them for big bulk stuff. But it pissed me off. Every single time. Yep. And it's go, oh, we have to do it. It's like bullshit you do. No, the Zappy does not have an RFID authentication thing, as far as I'm aware. I don't think so. There's other brands that do, but then they don't do the zappy thing of using the, you know, solar. Probe Master do make very good probes. Yep. You have heard correct. Nope, self-driving cars are bullshit. Self-driving cars won't be a thing anytime soon. I've said that before, and I'll say it again. I'm happy to say it again. Yep. Yep. And that's not to say that they can't do amazing things. They can, but they are not going to be a thing anytime soon. I've said a decade before, and I'm happy to say that again. Okay, I am not caught up on the comments. I'm going to have to... Time for that burger, is it? No, it's only 10:30. I had a burger yesterday. I had the burger because the kids were here. So we went out and we all got burgers for lunch. So I'm thinking maybe something different today. I don't know. Might get a smoothie. Might get a smoothie and, I don't know, some smoothie and some chicken or something. Yeah, I so want to answer that one day just as a joke to see what happens. I want to answer, you know, when I order my parts from DigiKey, I want to tick the box that says, you know, are you using these for nuclear weapons or something? I just want to tick the box. I want to tick the box and see what happens. That'd be hilarious. Hi, RC Nordic. Oh, strong, okay, European regulation. Extra text, strong customer authentication. It's to protect you. It's always to protect you. We have to lock you in your home because of COVID. It's to protect you. So yeah, as I said, yeah, in 4 days we will no longer have the two-tier society here. How do I organize my different projects? I mentioned this before. I have tubs. I have tubs. I have sometimes labeled, sometimes not. I'll see if I can find a labeled one. Okay, this is not... I don't think this is going to end well. They're not actually here. Oh God, no! I'm not going to readily find them. Anyway, I keep each project in a tub, one of these plastic tubs, you know, like that. I keep all my projects in a plastic tub. Oh, like for example, here, unlabeled, is the micro supply tub, right? And the micro supply tub has all the micro supply goodness. It's got prototypes. That should be in a static shielding bag. You see how non-serious I take ESD, right? And it's got all the components, all the component bags, everything. It's got, you know, the custom front panels, right? Everything's in here. It's got, yeah, so I've got like boards, right? There we go. There's an old prototype. It'll have, there the prototype custom custom binding posts. We actually had the binding post custom manufactured. We got, you know, various boxes we've looked at. before for it. You know, blank boards and stuff, various revision blank boards and things. There's a, if you're going to open up, there's a solder stencil. There it is, stainless steel stencil, for example. It's all in here, right? All the parts, all the little baggies. You know, there's probably more down the bottom and stuff. Yeah, so all my, I'm going to do it with the lid. There we go. So that's the micro supply tub, right? So I just have a tub with all the parts. And as I said, I'm going to now, for all my defunct projects, I'm going to go get the tubs now. So there's no more value after the project, you know, you've abandoned the project or it's done or whatever. There's no more value in keeping all the parts in there. I'm better off taking all the parts out and then sorting them and using and transferring them to my general purpose stock. Yeah. So there you go. That's how I do it. Everyone works differently. So, yeah. Companies will do whatever companies do. Andy Mouse is saying no self-driving in my lifetime, I bet. Self-crashing cars. Do I DC charge often? Are you talking about my car? No, I've done it 4 times maybe since I've owned it. Oh, is that the one before we talked about? Fix the display bag cap on secondary? Okay. It was secondary, wasn't primary? Nope. Don't care. It's not going to be a thing. Hey. Your parents have a 20 kilowatt system. That's pretty good. Am I racist? What the? Not as much as the extreme left-wing nut jobs. Not as much as the SJWs. Everything's about race. Thank you, Tommy, for the €5. For the anonymous €5. Well, not anonymous, but no text. Thank you very much. Cody's lab got raided. Is that recent? Is that recent? Actually, I'm way behind on the comments again. Oh, piss off. Piss off. Thank you, Tommy. Okay, I do believe I'm way behind on the comments now. Someone from Ohio. Sagan, my eldest, he wants to be an astrophysicist. So there you go. I'm not sure how serious he is about it. But no, I do not own a pet parrot. Question of the day. No, I do not own a pet parrot. Sorry. For you parrot fanboys. Oh, is that again, Tommy? Is that 5 years? Or is it the same one? Am I scrolling through the same shit? Oh, anonymous engineer. I'm currently starting a consultant business. I find it hard to justify my hour estimates for the customer. Have you had any experience like this? Yes, I have. But it's hard. But I haven't done it for a long time. So my best advice is to Chris Gamble has a consultant and electronics consulting forum. He has a forum somewhere. Is it on his contextual electronics site? I don't know. I'm not sure if you have to be an experienced consultant to join it. I'm not sure what the requirement is to join it, but he has a forum on there where you can, it's specifically targeted at that. That is the best place to ask. Mike does it regularly. If Mike's still here, he can tell you all about pricing and stuff like that. It depends. Usually when you start out in the consulting business, you've worked at a company, and then and then companies have contracted with the company, and you might be the main person working on it, and then you might go, hey, psst, I can do this on the side. I can do this on the side for you for half the price, right, of what you're paying the company. And that's how you get, ballpark pricing and stuff like that. But yeah, it depends on your country. It depends on the field you're in. It depends on all sorts of stuff. So there's no generic advice there. But that's how people often start, is they will start because they're already working in a company, and they will poach customers away by offering a lower price. And look, it's the same person working on it. It's me. just actually pay me instead of paying the company. Or you get a feel for what companies are willing to pay in your industry by working at companies. Or ask on the EEVblog forum. Now, I definitely have not caught up. Dave, have a cold one on me. Thank you, device modder. I will have a cold smoothie today, because I don't drink alcohol. I will have a cold smoothie today. Thank you very much. Do I like chickens? Yes, I like chickens. They are better than parrots, says JD. Yeah, Dakota's I just said talk to Mike, and Mike says I'm terrible. Find it hard to charge lots of stuff I don't find hard. Yeah, but doesn't matter, Mike. You're paying for the what's the old adage that goes around? It's I've charged you $100 for putting this screw in, and it's like I'm charging you $1 to screw it in, but I'm charging you $99 because of the knowledge of where to do it, or something like that. I can't remember what the exact adage is, but yeah, that's what you're paying for. It doesn't matter if it's easy. Doesn't matter if it's easy. But yeah, Mike's like most engineers. They feel guilty about shit because engineers are too honest. Engineers are too honest. That's it's like the old it's like the James Damore, is it? The James Damore Google thing. It's like, hey, Def Bomb. Would I be disappointed if my son becomes a famous movie actor? No, not really. Right, I have to get right. Have I caught up yet? Oh, Tommy again. Yes, me again. Just sending my support. Love your content. Thank you again for the 5, an extra 5. Engineers aren't honest about timelines. Yeah, but we always meet them. Yeah, it was the James Damore thing. It's like, please give us feedback on our social justice warrior course that we just forced you to be in. And it's like, oh, okay, feedback. Ask an engineer for feedback. They got very good feedback from an engineer. And it's like, yep. I've never had anyone say I'm too expensive, so obviously not charging enough. Lucky enough. So, Mike, are you charging by the hour, or do you charge a project, or do you charge a fixed project thing, or does it, or both? Made more on Tesla stock than worked last year. Well, I hope you're taking profits on that Tesla stock, because if the stock market tanks, Tesla's going to get hit in the balls hard. Go on the EEVblog forum, Anandi. Thank you for the 5. Is that 5 rubles? Russian, no, R? What's R? accessible oscilloscopes are 200 meg bandwidth. Yeah, it's probably one of the Siglents. It's probably the 1202XE. I would go for 4-channel. I'd go for 4. It's probably one of the Siglents. Siglents have so many little sub models. It's annoying. Definitely ask on the EEVblog forum, but I do believe the current answer to that is, yeah, one of the Siglents, and you can hack them. You can hack them up to the higher bandwidth. So I think you should be able to get even more than the 200 meg. So you buy the 100 megahertz model and you hack it up to the higher bandwidth. Oh, I got a sore throat. Oh no! Isn't that one of the symptoms? What? What? Here in Italy, the mainstream is starting to talk about export Am I back? Am I back? I think I'm back. RIP NBN. Yes, yes, I'm back. I'm back. All right. Yep. Sorry about that. Yep. That was not the NBN for all those NBN jokes. That was my modem. That was my modem. You know, my router thing. That was my router. I just repowered my router. It happens occasionally, like happens once a month or something like that. Yeah. So I had just restarted my router and everything's back. Yeah. The interwebs went down. Yeah, so that sounds like bullshit. Daniel, that's no, screw that. Tell them to piss off. If it's your home, tell them to piss off. What's the biggest creature I found in my lab? Said somebody. You know, huntsman spiders, size of my hand. Isn't crazy for Australia. Yes, the router is rooted. I think the last thing I said was talking about I've got a sore throat. And I'm going to die from the you-know-whats. I've got fibre to the premises. I got fibre. There's a fibre that dangles into my office here. Yes, insert the NBN jokes. Because I did a video on this years ago. And back in 2013, I think it was, the 2013 federal election here, right? So this is the federal election. And the number one issue in the 2013 federal election was the NBN, the National Broadband Network, right? The country was going to spend, I think, $30 billion at the time, 30 or 40, which seemed like it was an insane amount of money back then. Now, 30 billion is like it's nothing, it's chump change, right? But back then, back in 2013, all those years ago, eight years ago, this was the election. The number one election issue was the National Broadband Network. And the Labor government wanted to do fibre to everyone's home, right? If you're going to do it, if you're going to spend the money, do it properly. Fibre to everyone in the country gets fibre, right? That's it, done. And it was going to cost like $40 billion or something. I think it was lower, and it kept going up and up and up. But then the coalition, the Liberal Party, which is the Conservative Party here in Australia. Liberal has a different meaning here in politics. Liberal here in politics is where essentially the nut job religious Conservative Party, right? And they proposed, oh no, we'll only spend half that money, right? And we'll do fibre to the node. We'll do fibre to the node, and we can do copper for the rest of it. And guess who the country voted for? Yep, the latter. The idiot population voted for this, and the cost ended up, so they won, they got in, we did fibre to the node. Or it was a mixture. It was a blend of fibre to the node and fibre to the premise. I was lucky enough in the lab here to get fibre to the premises, but my house is fibre to the node, which is useless because my copper is just totally rooted. So I still have to use cable for that, for my home internet. Anyway, they decided that they would, the voting public, the sheeple, voted for the half-assed solution. Yep, it was the #1 thing at the federal election. So yeah, that's yep. Yep. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So that's where, and the cost blew out to $50-60 billion or something anyway for the half-assed system. So yeah, but I am lucky enough to have fiber to the premises here. No, I did not read Midnight Engineering magazine back in the 90s. If it was not available in the local newsagent here, I didn't get it. Apart from Electronic Design magazine, which they'd send me for free. They'd send that overseas for free. But apart from that, no. What? The internet party warned everyone not to go against... Oh, against fibre to the premises, yeah. Not to go against it, yes. Yeah. But they did. Yeah, Labor's costs were massively lowballed. Yeah. Yep. Yep. I actually did a video. I've very rarely done a political video, but that was one of them. I think back in 2013 was that here, you know, the federal elections coming up, and this is the #1 issue. And if you vote for fibre to the premises, fibre to the node, then you will regret it. And I was right. And everyone now, it's a shit show, right? Yep. Anyway, sorry, I think there's some super chats that have come in. You the boss. Thank you, Tommy. Again, please stop sending me money. I feel bad when people keep... F. Thank you, Das Breaker. F in the chat. That has a thing. That's a gamer thing, isn't it? And press F in the chat for error for... Oh, yeah, right. Fail in the... Yeah, right. Super sticker. Thank you. Rassembot, please stop sending me money. Please. Oh. I think it imported a bunch of... Hang on. I'm getting to Yakov. Trying to find your comment because it won't let me. Stupid system won't let me. Got it. Thank you, Yakov. Hi, Dave. I got a GW GDM 8145 multimeter today, just like on the bench behind you. I was surprised finding a Zener as a voltage reference instead of a couple of 431s. Well, you won't find 431s in a multimeter. Looks a factory made. I'm confused. GDM 8145. That's the... is that an old... Is that the old one, is it? GDM 8145. I can't... Oh, bloody... Discontinued. Okay, so you bought an old one. Okay. 4.5 digit jobby. Oh, bloody... No. Deny. Deny cookies. Okay. So you got this bad boy. Share. Share screen. Share screen. I got to set it all up again. There you go. So you got that bad boy. Yes, it does look very similar, but mine's the 3.5 digit job. Hello. I'm Foo. Vast measuring functions. It's got vast measuring functions. Not just ordinary measuring functions, they're vast. 10 nanoamps, 10 milliohms, 0.03%. Yeah, nice. It's a nice meter. No, it's going to have something better than a Zener. Well, I mean, no, it's not an ordinary Zener. It's going to have a proper voltage reference. To get 0.03, I would not worry about the reference in there. Yakov, I would not Not worry about it. I'm sure it's schmick if you actually look up the number for it. Click to download specs. Oh, a document. Oh, no. But yeah, I would not be concerned. Yeah, a Xena. Xenas are the thing, even in your high-end stuff. My high-end reference, if you've seen me do a teardown, where is it? Is it in the shot? My high-end DC transfer standard, right? This is like Cal Lab grade, right? Cal Lab grade transfer standard, right? It's one of the best standards. It's not one of the best, but you know, like for old school, it's a very schmick standard, right? It's a voltage reference standard, and it uses a Xena. It literally uses a Xena diode, right? But it's a super special, manufactured by nude virgins, nude grey bearded virgins, right? And it's characterized, and you know, and it's yeah. So. Yeah, I wouldn't be concerned with that. Save the planet or just buy a coffee. I don't drink coffee either, but thank you, Tommy. Please stop sending me money, Tommy. People keep sending me, the same people keep sending me money over and over again. Please stop it. Thank you, Anonymous Engineer. Take my money. You're worth it. Honestly, I've made more money from your videos than I've given you. Also, best multimeter probes. What's your take? As we mentioned before, Probe Master probes. And while the internet was down, I got myself some chocolate. So, there you go. There's only one strip left. No, you don't want to use a TL431 as a voltage reference in a meter. LM399, yes, the classic LM399 is just a Xena. Yep. Anyway, best multimeter probes. Probe Master. Probe Master make excellent multimeter probes. They're great. Oh yeah, hell yeah! I live on chocolate. I live on chocolate and chips and yep. You'd be surprised, but in fact most of my life I lived on junk food. I am not kidding. Junk food, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Brad's Guitar Garage. Sounds like you have a YouTube channel. G'day, Dave. Do you reckon there'll ever be an incentive for landlords to install solar for the increasingly renting population? I don't know. Interesting question. If you're in it depends. Is it a renter's market or is it a landlord's market? If it's a landlord's market like it is here, and which means that there's not much available, and the people renting will take anything they can get, kind of thing, then there's no incentive. But if it's a renter's market and there's an oversupply, there's a huge glut of rental properties choice out there, then yeah, it's a simple supply and demand type thing. Then you'll have to be more competitive. You'll have to make your rental place more attractive, and that might come in the form of solar panels. Certainly. So yeah, I can see that happening, but it depends on which cycle of the market you're in. The market always goes in cycles like that. So feed the cocky and lorikeet by yourself. Thank you, Mattel. Oh, salt and vinegar. I haven't had salt and vinegar chips in a long time. Wah, wah, wah. Come on, Tommy. Please, like seriously, please stop sending me money over and over. Please. Probe Master sounds like a sex thing. Brad does have a YouTube channel. There you go. Checking if you're into your music. I assume it's music because it's guitars and stuff. You'll own nothing and you'll be happy. The Great Reset. Yep, that was a conspiracy theory a couple of years ago. Now it's true. Like, it's, you know, like this is the stated goal of the World Economic Forum. It's funny. Like, people are starting to realize that half the shit Alex Jones says turns out to be true. You know, it's like, and the other half of stuff, it's just waiting to become true. Like, you know. Okay, I need to catch up. I'm way behind on the chat. Again. They're turning the frogs gay. Yeah. Turns out that's actually technically true. It's actually technically that it's a meme. Like, he did it. Like, he's one of the, like, he's a great, like, entertainer. Like, it's, you know, but there's actually, there's technically I think there's an article somewhere. There's a or there's a journal article or something about, yeah, frogs turning gay or something. Apparently it's true. But yeah, it's the meme thing. It's hilarious. Alien elves. I haven't heard the alien elves thing. But it sounds good. I'm all for alien elves. Yeah, except for the Sandy Hook thing. Yeah. Intersex reptiles. Oh, is it? Is that the article? Is it the intersex reptiles thing? I know there is technically an article on it. So it's technically true, I think. I haven't seen that. Is there a... I haven't seen a list of predictions in the arrow that says where we are on the list of predictions. But yeah, a lot of the stuff is true. Thing is, like, before this whole COVID crap, right? If you would have said all the stuff that's currently happening in society, if you would have said it 2 years ago, you were branded an Alex Jones level tinfoil hat conspiracy theory nut job. And now it's all just fact. Now it's all just daily fact for half the population. Like, you know, it's just nuts. It's just nuts how quickly people have just given up their thing. I don't know about Joe Rogan. I don't watch him anymore, apart from the occasional clip that turns up because he's on Spotify now. I don't watch, like, the occasional clip will show up on his YouTube channel, but apart from that, I don't. He's gone for me because I don't do the I don't do Spotify, even though I have a Spotify account. I just don't use it. We've got one of those, you know, family Spotify accounts. Now everything is just insane and people accept it. Yeah, people accept everything. And they'll go, and some people are so brainwashed that they will defend it. They will defend the most draconian shit in the you know, oh, I have to save grandma. Right? And they will, yeah. People have gone fucking nuts. Yeah, we've got some hideous shit. Yep. Journalists can get jailed here. Journalists can be jailed here for actually reporting stuff that's deemed to be, secret, not secret, but it's deemed to be. I can't remember the exact thing, but yeah, journalists can go to jail here for, and the shit about using encryption and stuff like that. It's just bullshit. Got some really bad shit happening here. Jordan is trying the first op-amp peak detector. Would a 4007 be fast enough? Generally, probably, but I wouldn't use a I'd use a why you wouldn't use a power diode for an op-amp peak detector. You would use a signal diode. You use a fast signal diode. The answer is it might be. I don't know. You just, as a matter of course, you wouldn't use a power diode for a peak detector circuit. I ain't going to say it ain't going to work. But yeah. Yep. I would just use, like, why? There's no reason, there's no technical reason to choose a power diode in an op-amp peak detector. Two weeks to flatten the curve. Did the Swiss CERN collider ever get finalized? Fusion happened. What? I didn't know the CERN collider was doing fusion. I don't know. But yeah, fusion's not going to happen either. And that company, it's got the big investment from who's one of the world's leading investors or whatever. He invested in this new fusion company. And, we're 2 years away from producing more energy out than what we put in. Well, that already happened 10 years ago or something. There's nothing new there. And even then, just because you produce more energy out than you put in doesn't mean it's practical. That's just bullshit. Oh, I've got a pop-up. Why do I have a pop-up? I have a news pop-up. Something just popped up. It's annoying. And just went on its own. Do we have access to 1 terahertz semiconductors already? Yeah, probably. You have to talk to Sharia from the signal path. He'll be on top of that shit. Brad's begging for another lockdown. Any words regarding Julian Assange? It is a travesty of biblical proportions. I mean, if you follow me on Twitter, you'll know I semi-regularly talk about Assange. It's just absolutely disgusting. I don't know how they're getting away with it. It's just an absolute joke. Absolute joke. No words can express how bad that is. It's just so blatant, so shocking. Australian government won't even protect their own citizen. What a joke. If I was to set up a new lab, what equipment would you buy? It depends on the budget. It all depends on the budget. I've worked at companies and they go, right, you've got 20 grand to set up this new lab. Okay. And yeah, you've got to, yeah. Totally depend on the budget. That tells you everything. And I've done videos on, like, a $300 lab. I think I've done a $1,000 lab, have I? I can't remember exactly, but it's all budget driven. You can't just go, oh, I'd buy this and that. Yeah. So yeah, there's no definitive answer there. Mattel supports free thinker. Take my money and be free. Thank you very much. I will take your again. And yes, I will be free. Damn it! And I will not be. I will not succumb to fear of not speaking out about this shit. No, screw you. Piss off. If you think I support killing grandma and all the rest of the bullshit, you are freaking clueless. You are delusional. You are brainwashed. You have no sense of nuance. You have no sense of the consequences, where all this stuff leads. You're just, man, people are just hook, line, and sinker in all this shit. Beyond 2000, I've done videos on the Beyond 2000 book. I've got 3 of the Beyond, I think they only ever made 3, and I've got all 3 Beyond 2000 books. And I've done a video looking through all the Beyond 2000 books. It's fascinating. I don't think anything in there is like a thing now. It's like, yeah, it's so funny. Oh, I got a book. I was going through the archive, and I found this James Canton. I don't ever remember reading it, but I guess I did. The Extreme Future. I don't know where I got it from. No idea. The Extreme Future. The top trends that will reshape the world in the next 20 years. It was written 16 years ago. And it's like, and they're all the, like, they're the predictions. There you go. Focus, you bastard. Fueling the future, the energy crisis, the innovative economy. This talks about democracy or something. I can hardly read that. The next workforce in the US, multicultural, more female. Yeah, that's working out well, isn't it? All the SJW stuff's working out just so tremendously. Longevity of medicine, weird science, securing the future. The top threats to our freedom, terrorists, mind control, defining the risk, the future, China, global trade and competition, rising of China and India. Well, no one's concerned about India yet. The clash of cultures and values, yep. Ideological battle for the future, yep. How the environment has changed, yeah, the environmental crisis, yep. There's a lot of brainwashing going on there. The future of the individual. Hello. Navigating the threats from technology, governments, and ideologies in the struggle for human rights, liberty, and freedom of individuals in the 21st century. Yep, that's probably our biggest thing. The future of America and China, how the destiny of these two great nations, capitalism to democracy, to innovation and security will shape our future. There you go. So, yeah, that was written 16, 17 years ago or something. And yeah, of course, the biggest thing at the moment is is rights. Yeah, they've just destroyed everyone's rights, and they've just people will happily give up their rights for a little bit of security. What's the the famous quote, of course? It was a $1,500 lab. What? Oh, was it? 50 was that my video, was it? Oh, you can be surprised how quickly $20,000 goes if if you're buying some serious kit. Only 20 grand. And then there's my workplace where I need to beg for a 1054Z. Yeah. Been there, done that. I've been both ends of the spectrum. I've been at the end of the spectrum where you've got no budget at all, and I have to bring my own shit from home to get stuff done. And yeah, I had a better equipped lab at home than did at work. Been there. And also I've had budget is no expense. No, budget is no, right, we've just got this new government contract, budget is no problem. And then I've had, yes, 20 grand to set up your new lab, which is not unlimited. 20 grand sounds like a lot, but like, I needed a fair bit of high-end gear, so it goes very quickly. Yep. Could you be brainwashed too far in the other direction? Of course you can. Of course you can. It's a, there's extremes on both sides. Yep. The waste created by disposable masks is enough to piss me off. Yeah, that pisses me off too, Bob. Oh, we've got a, yep, we've got a true freedom in modern society. What can be done to ensure critical thinking isn't lost in this climate of fear and intimidation? Well, unfortunately, the fear and intimidation gets to a lot of people because they're afraid to speak out. Like, who's, is it? No, who's, yeah, it's Australia, isn't it? Yeah, Australia's just, are they trying to pass the thing or has it already been passed? I don't know. You won't be able to have anonymous social media accounts anymore. You won't be allowed under Australian law. Apparently, that's what they want, to have no anonymous accounts. It's like, then how are people supposed to speak up? Because people, there are a lot of people who aren't, like, I'm in a really good situation. You can't cancel me. People have tried to cancel me. I've tried to be cancelled on Twitter, right? People at, like, the woke mob on Twitter have tried to cancel me. Hilariously unsuccessfully, right? Because I can't be cancelled, right? But a lot of people don't have that same position. They're, you know, if they speak up on something and their employer finds out, they'll lose their job. And then, you know, they've got a, you know, a family to support and everything else, and they can't afford to lose their job. So they've got to keep their mouth shut. And the fear and manipulation, there's stuff you can do on a personal level, of course, but on a public level, a lot of people don't have the ability to speak out. So, you know, that's why it's important for the people who do have the privilege to be able to speak out because they can't be cancelled or whatever, or they just don't give a shit. If they are, you know, if they do lose their job and they think it's more important to speak out, then these people need to be supported instead of freaking attacked, right? So yeah, it's hard because a lot of people will succumb to the fear and the manipulation. You just have to support people who speak out. Like, I will support people who speak out even if I don't agree with them, right? Even if I don't agree with them, even if I think they're completely wrong, even if I think they're, you know, whatever, I will support your right to speak out about something, right? Yet we live in a society where people will try and they will shut you down, right? I mean, if I mention anything COVID related on Twitter, I immediately get attacked by all these people who just, you know, have absolutely no freaking clue whatsoever. And they're so brainwashed and manipulated into thinking a certain way that they will, you know, not support. You know, you don't have to support somebody, you don't have to support what somebody's saying, but you should support their right to say it, is what I'm saying, if you understand. Yes, that's important, you know. Even if it's just on Twitter, like, even if somebody you hate, like, you know, or something that somebody's saying something completely that you don't agree with, you know, get on Twitter or get on your Facebooks or whatever and say, I don't support this person, but I support their right to say it, right? That helps. That helps a lot by simply saying that instead of just being silent and the only people that are speaking are the ones that are actually attacking that person just for having a different opinion. So, yeah, stand up for people who do that, even if you don't agree with them. The budget is $15K. Oh, okay. Right. It's 11:30. Okay, I better call it quits. Wow, that went quick, didn't it? 11:30, I better call it quits. Right. Okay, so I will catch up with the oh shit, sorry, Marcus. I got another. Please, no more super chats. I will make this the second last one. 1984 was published in 1949. Yeah. I do have a 1984 T-shirt. I don't know where that went. 1984 is not an instruction manual. I've got the T-shirt. Budget is $15,000. Yeah. Once again, it depends what your needs are. Like, you know, I would not spend more than. I still, even if you got 15 grand, I still wouldn't spend more than $1,000 on a scope. You know, you really, to spend more than $1,000 on a scope, you really have to have a specialist need. Like, even if your budget was that big, I would buy a cheaper, like, you know, maybe, you know, you might spend $2 grand on a scope or something if you want something really nice. But yeah, I wouldn't, like, blow all your money, like, because there's so much else to buy, right? You'd buy like a couple of high-end soldering irons. They'll cost you $500 each for, you know, two, because you need two soldering irons to, you know. Yeah, and you know, you buy your thermal tweezers, and then you buy a thermal camera, and then you buy, you know, a bunch of nice power, you know, get a good, you know, a couple of nice power supplies. There goes another $1,000 or whatever, you know. Yeah, I would rather save your money, and then you've got to get, you know, get nice benches, nice ESD mats, nice quality, you know, pliers and snipping tools and stuff like that, and then get a huge parts collection, and that doesn't cost much these days. All the kits you can get, like the ones I showed before. Yeah, I wouldn't, yeah, I don't know, 15 grand. Yeah, I wouldn't pay more than 1,000 for any instrument, really, probably. But then I'm a tight ass, unless you have a specific need. If you're setting up a general purpose lab, yeah, I wouldn't spend anything more than $1,000 in any one item, I guess, if that makes sense. Thank you, Marcus. World gets more and more crazy. COVID, general politics, the crazy wokeness trend, yep, cancel culture. I'm now 41 and very successful, but almost all of these new stuff pisses me off. Pisses me on. I'm sure you mean pisses me off. Yes, it pisses me off too. Yep. Yep. The woke trend is just, and cancel culture is just a joke. COVID has just turned society upside down. Turned people on people. It's a complete divided society. You know, if you're not with the agenda, then you're an anti-vax freaking Hitler, you know. It's just ridiculous. People need to speak up about it. It's really bad. It's really bad. I hate living in a divided society like this. This is why I will support people's right to say whatever they want. If you want to say, you know, if you want to say something against COVID and the lockdowns and the vaccines and everything else, say it, right? And I won't attack you for it, even if I don't agree. You know, if you don't want to take the vaccine, fine. That's fine. That's your choice. I'm not going to attack you for it, right? Just, yeah, stop attacking people. The world's gone fucking nuts. Well, I wouldn't say I'm succinct, Rory. I'm not very succinct. I don't communicate this stuff very well. Like, I don't really, I'm not as good as Mr. Rossman at watch his videos if you want. You'll find that almost every one of Lewis's takes is my take. I think there's very few times where I've differed from a take that Lewis has, yet he says it more poetically and succinctly. Anyway, yes, no worries, Rory. 100K scopes are a thing. Yes, they are. Sean, regular EMC segments. Oats isn't that expensive, just hard to find a good place. Yeah. I've always thought about doing like an open area test or something, you know, take out, you know, portable power supply and everything, take out the lab gear in the middle of nowhere and do an open area test. I do actually have an antenna. It's not here in the lab. It's down in the bunker when I moved. But I do actually have an EMC antenna. It's not that great, like it's not the full band, like it's not the proper bandwidth one, but I do actually have a reasonably decent antenna. But yeah, like you pay huge dollars. I tell you what, there's a good niche out there. There's a great niche out there for someone to sell a low-cost, do-it-yourself EMC antenna. Not a do-it-yourself one, but just sell one for if you sold one for a couple of $100, right? If you go to the effort to engineer it, if you know what you're doing, get it engineered, and then get it. What is the bandwidth? What is the regular EMC bandwidth? Is it 20 meg to 800 meg or 20 meg to 2 gig or something? Anyway, I think it's 20 meg is the lower band. Am I wrong? Or is it 2 meg or something? Anyway, yeah, if you can come up with a nice EMC antenna, get it characterized properly so that you can publish the performance curves and everything. And if you could probably sell it for like $500 and you'll get a ton of people buying it. Because there's nothing in the low end of EMC antennas. Like there's some that, but they don't do the proper range. They don't do the proper range and stuff. So if anyone's an antenna person and wants a niche business, you can make a lot of money. I think you can have at least a nice niche business selling EMC antennas, like sub $500, because like a good EMC antenna will cost you, you know, It's many thousands of dollars. So yeah. The libs have the fake accounts agreeing with themselves. Yeah, I've seen that. It's bullshit. Yep, some people want North Korea. Some people love to control. It's bought out all the control freaks in people, and they're the only ones with the voice. Unfortunately, yeah, speak up against them. As I said, it'll go a long way if you simply say, oh, I don't agree with Joe Rogan. I don't agree with him, but I support his right to say it. If you just come out and say that, or insert person here, it doesn't matter who it is, right? It doesn't matter what, if it's about COVID, if it's about woke politics and shit like that, then yeah, it doesn't matter. COVID's brought out the worst in people, did somebody say? Lovers are public sector. Anyway, yeah, it's just nuts. Oh, and antenna engineer, anonymous engineer. Yeah, I'm telling you, do it. Go out and do a search. Try and find a decent. You know, there's various standards for EMC, for far-field EMC testing, and I can't remember the exact frequency range off the top of my head. But yeah, go and find an antenna to do that. Go and find one on eBay or something. Like I've got a couple that are, you know, that are limited frequency range and stuff. You know, they're made out of PCBs and stuff like that. Seriously, you could make. I reckon you'd make a killing. I reckon you make a killing. But you've got to, you know, you've got to like publish the graph. So you'd have to pay money. You'd have to pay thousands of dollars to have it tested at a proper EMC lab to get it, you know, its performance range swept and all that sort of stuff. And then you can publish the curves. And seriously, I reckon if you can sell one, I reckon if you can sell one, then yeah, for sub $500, I reckon a lot of people will buy it. Because a lot of people are buying, you know, because all the low-cost spectrum analyzers and stuff like this is getting easier and easier to do your own in-house EMC testing. And like a simple far-field antenna to do some pre-compliance measurements. Yeah, yep. And then do tutorials to go along with it, like using, say, the low-end Rigol DSA 815 spectrum analyzer or something, because a lot of people buy that for EMC pre-compliance. And just, yeah, sell a cheap antenna. Do it. Do it. Lewis Rossman is really bad with money. I don't know, he's been pretty successful. It was bad timing moving into his new lab, though. It was like a month before COVID hit or something. Yeah, I said I had to go a while ago. I am 5'9". I don't know what 5'9" is. Can someone tell me what 5'5"? I need to know. I am 5'9". I need to know what 5'9" is before I go. Yeah, there's a lot of crap floating around, but you know, I've done it before at companies. It can be done. Yeah, like even if you have to go in the middle of nowhere and do it, you know, just go to the local park or whatever, and you might be able to get away with it. You know, like it's pre-compliance. It's just to give you a ballpark. But yeah, I agree. Yeah, many have tried. There's too much crap floating around. Yeah, but at least, you know, it's. Yeah. Isn't that a radio thing? 5.5 ham radio talk for clear signal. Oh, okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now I know 559. Okay. Clear signal. All right. I can leave satisfied now. Lewis complains instead of teaches. Bullshit. Man, the amount of learning to be had on his channel. Are you kidding me? You must be clueless if you think Lewis isn't teaching people. And I'm not talking about the repair stuff. I'm talking about the life advice, the business advice, and everything else. You are clueless if you think that, Joey. If he doesn't teach. Yeah, there's a lot of people who buy, because it comes with, well, no, it doesn't come with, it's an optional extra, but it comes with an EMC pre-compliance plugin thing, which, you know, one push button. It gives you the ranges and all the setup and everything else. And it gives you the various windows and whatnot to do it. Yeah, and if you're going to do this antenna, have like, I was going to say, if you're going to do this niche, have like tutorials, have like a video tutorial showing people how to set up and do a pre-compliance test and stuff. And maybe, as Mike said, show them the difference between doing it inside your lab with everything spewing around or doing it out in an open field, Yeah. Yep. Which lead-free alloys do I use? I've got multi-core. Multi-core. Oh, no, this one's a Loctite. That one's a Loctite. The other's a multi-core. The smaller one's a multi-core, lead-free. It's a Crystal 511 Flux. Crystal 511. It's just, I don't know. It's solder, Thank you again, Tommy. What? You don't think I complain either? I'm famous for it. Mike, telling it like it is. Lead-free phone. Fuck that shit. Yeah, I forgot about my lunch. Yeah, I gotta go. So I am now going to go down. Oh, no, it's almost lunchtime now, so I'll probably do the lunch thing first. And then I'll go down to the dungeon and I'll finish sorting my tins. And I'll do a video on that probably today. And then I'll probably finish sorting parts today. I think I've decided that I'm going to piss away some time. Not piss away, but I'm going to spend some time. I'm going to sort out my lab. I'm going to sort out my components. And, yep, I'm sort of in the mood, in the vibe. Anyway, lead-free is for hippies. More couch feet. Yep, there'll be a dedicated couch feet video. I've only got 3 tins of couch feet. It's not, well, three that I've found. I found 3 tins of couch feet. Yeah. Anyway, thank you very much, everyone, for joining me. Sorry about the interwebs dropping out. Yep, but that was my router. It's an ancient thing. I guess it just needs to be reset occasionally. Maybe I should put a timer on it to like die once a week, during the middle of the night or something, and then it just resets itself. Anyway, yes, thank you very much, everyone, for joining me. Catch you next time.